Hello everyone! In today's video, I'm going to show you how to install DeepSeek R1 locally on Windows. So first up, what you can do is head to lmstudio.ai right over here. So just type that in on your browser, whichever browser you prefer. And before we get started, by definition, DeepSeek R1 is a state-of-the-art large language model or LLM developed by the Chinese AI company DeepSeek. Now, with the help of 671 billion parameters, it excels in tasks requiring logical interference or inference rather, reasoning, mathematics, coding, and language comprehension. Now, the model employs a mixture of experts or MOE architecture, activating subsets of neural pathways to enhance efficiency and performance. DeepSeek was also trained using a reinforcement learning first approach, which bypasses traditional supervised fine tuning, and this methodology encourages the model to develop reasoning capabilities organically, resulting in behaviors like self verification, reflection, and multi step chain of thought reasoning. However, this approach initially led to issues such as repetitive outputs and language mixing. Now, to mitigate these problems, a minimal supervised fine tuning phase was introduced before reinforcement learning, balancing creativity and coherence. So, here you can see a sample of what its interface looks like. So, we're going to go ahead and download this to get started. So, just look for the option that best suits your device. So, for example, if you have a Mac, then look for that option. But since we're doing it on Windows, we're going to be following with this link right here. So we're just going to go ahead and let this download. Now this could take a bit of a while. So you can see it's at around 456 MB. So after it downloads, we're just going to go ahead and run the application to have it set up. In the meantime, you can see what else they have to offer in this website. With LM Studio, you can run LLMS on your laptop entirely offline, discover new and noteworthy LLMS, power apps using the local LLM server. You can see how it looks right over here. So for all those aspiring developers, and then you can also chat with your local documents on RAG. So here we're just gonna run the application. Just gonna wait for a bit until it launches. So right here, we're just gonna go through the installation process of this real quick. All right, so we've now finished the installation process of the LM Studio application, and I've gone ahead and ran it on my computer. And as you can see here, you can get started by clicking on this button that says get your first LLM. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So we're gonna continue downloading your first local LLM. Start with a state-of-the-art local reasoning model. So this is the model, and as you can see, it's at 4.68 gig. So this is going to take a while. So we're just going to brush through this part and wait for it to finish. Now, while it's downloading, you can see here the progress. We can actually explore the app while the download is in progress, so we can have an idea of how the interface works, what it looks like, just to get a bit of hang of the things. So we're going to go ahead and click this explore the app while your download is in progress. It's a pretty nifty feature that allows you to explore the app while you wait for that 4.56 gigabyte download, which of course usually takes a long time unless you have like an extremely fast internet connection. So you can see here there's an unnamed chat. We can start communicating with this. So let's try. Oh, we need to select a model first. So right here, once we have our LLM or LLMs, since there's a lot of LLMs that you can get, then the models can be selected right here, and then you'll be able to communicate accordingly depending on what feature the LLMs have. You can also change the appearance right over here. You can see view, markdown, plain text, or monospace. And then the font size, you can change it. You can expand reasoning blocks by default, expand chat container to window width. You can also duplicate, and you can show settings right over here. So there is a prompt, system prompt. Use this field to provide background instructions to the model, such as a set of rules, constraints, or general requirements. So yeah, feel free to tinker with these settings. There's also a preset, so you can have a preset right here. Then save it. So once you have a sample preset, then you can just go ahead and change what's on this preset. Then you have the settings here. So temperature, how much randomness to introduce. 0 will yield the same result every time, while higher values will increase creativity and variance. So again, this depends on what you need or what you require from your LLMs. And then limit response length, optionally cap the length of the AI's response. You have sampling. So here, top K sampling limits the next token to one of the top K most probable tokens. Acts similarly to temperature. You have repeat penalty. So how much to discourage repeating the same token. And top P sampling, minimum cumulative probability for the possible next tokens, and acts similarly to temperature. So you can toggle these on or off depending on your preference. And for min P sampling, minimum base probability for a token to be selected for output. Now for structured output, you can activate this right here. So for advanced, you can provide a JSON schema to enforce a particular output format from the model, and you can read this documentation to learn more about it. For speculative decoding right here, draft model, you can learn more about it in this link, but we're going to need to load a model first before we can access this. For conversation notes, right here, you can save notes to this chat. Notes are for your reference only and are not sent to the model. All changes autosave. So right here, you can add a note. So on the left-hand side, this is for the developer mode. And once you have a model, then it will be loaded right here. You can see here there's Quick Docs. Coded snippets are now available here in Quick Docs. Click here to get started with tool use, and then developer log settings. Settings are now located under the menu below. So right here, supported endpoints. Feel free to check these out. Here are your models. So that the LLMs you download will show up here. And then you can also discover. There's a search bar right here. You have model search, runtime, and hardware. So that's what you can access from the exploration section of the app. So this is already similar to what you'll be offered once the download is done. Of course, it'll also depend on your LLM, whichever LLM you download once you have it loaded on your app. And that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.